could talk today about knowing how disabled people are. So, for example, we're talking about myself. So, when people get to know me, they get to know more about how disabled I actually am. So I like to see myself as pretty worthy of a conversation and worthy of being heard when I talk and things. But sometimes I feel it's a bit overwhelming. I feel like I can't get my words out properly. Sometimes when people talk to me, they talk way too quick. I don't understand them. I had a lady come the other day for an interview for a care position, and she talked far, far too quickly. So, and when she talked too quickly, I had no idea what she was saying. I didn't mean to be horrible, but if you talk slower, I I have a little bit of time to understand the conversation. For example, you can talk like this, and when people talk like that, I have no idea what they're saying or what they mean. When they talk slower, like I'm talking at the moment, I can kind of understand them more and find it easier to communicate with those sorts of people. So, for example, I was in Christchurch and I asked a guy to, I asked him about telling me what your day's been like. And he said, wheel, wheel, wheel. And I said to him, have you been in an ambulance? He said, so from what he was saying, had been in an ambulance. So I said, did you go to the hospital? Oh, wow. How long were you there for? He said, so he held his hands out and they said, I said, you were there for 3 days. I said, oh, that's really, really sad. So then he called his wife over. She didn't hear him. And I said, no, we will work it out. So it took him an hour and a half to tell me his story, but without any words. He could only say probably a couple of words, and that was it. And so he was going to get his wife to say what he'd done, but I wanted to hear from him. Even though he's disabled, he's still my good friend and I love him to death. I think he's great, and I think it's great to hear from people like that don't have words. And I can figure it out. It takes a while to figure it out, but I can sort of figure it out. So after an hour and a half, I could work out that he went from his house to his hospital, went there for 3 days. He got a lift there and a lift home, and he was okay now. So, but that took him about an hour and a half. It took patience to figure it out. But I don't know about you, but it feels very rewarding when I spend the time with people and make a bit of a headway to hear the horrible things that happen to people, and people wouldn't understand because they don't take the time to listen to people and understand people. That's something that I have learnt over time of my own disability. Obviously, I know that I had a stroke about 16 years ago. I was in Bearwood Hospital for about 6 weeks, and then I screamed and hollered until somebody came and rescued me. But life has been hard, but it's been very fulfilling as well when talking to other people that have a similar disability, but when their words are not there, it's good for me to hold the space for them to understand and to say it in their own way. Lip reading or talking to people as if they make a difference in your life, because it's great that life is worth living, and it takes a long time to realize that. But if I take anything from these words, life is great. It's hard, but it's worth living. So subscribe to the channel. Thank you.